Did you know that your mind is the key to unlocking the door to success and happiness? But not everyone knows how to use it the right way. Most of us, throughout our lives, get swept up in negative thoughts, doubts, and anxieties, without realizing that our own mind can be our biggest enemy, holding us back from moving forward. While some people seem to achieve everything they desire effortlessly, others struggle in a never-ending cycle of failure. So, have you ever wondered why some people succeed more easily than others? Imagine this. There's a person who, at the brink of despair, used the power of his mind to create an invention that changed the world. But before that, he had to fail over 1,000 times. How do you think he kept going when everything was against him? And more importantly, could you do the same? It might sound unbelievable, but the truth is, every one of us has unlimited potential within our own mind, if we only know how to harness it. Are you ready to discover how? Don't miss out, because the secrets revealed in this video could change the way you see yourself and the world around you. Part number 1. The importance of mastering your mind. In How to Own Your Own Mind, Napoleon Hill opens a door to an untapped potential that few truly understand. Mastering your mind and the infinite power that thought can bring in achieving success and fulfillment. But have you ever wondered why some people seem to overcome challenges effortlessly to reach their goals, while others struggle endlessly without finding a way out? The answer lies in one crucial factor that we often overlook. The mind is the only key to changing your life. Hill doesn't just talk about positive thinking, as many people often assume. He delves deeply into the art of controlling and organizing your thoughts strategically. Mastering your mind is not only about avoiding negative thoughts, but also about directing your energy toward what truly matters. It's like creating a roadmap for your life, where every decision, every action is guided by a clear purpose and a specific plan. Why is mastering your mind so important? Imagine being someone who is facing difficulties at work, under pressure from repeated failures. You could choose to feel helpless and discouraged, but if you learn to control your mind, you'll realize that everything isn't about circumstances, but how you process and perceive challenges. Hill shows that successful people aren't necessarily in better situations, but they have the ability to organize and control their thoughts in a way that always keeps them moving forward, not letting themselves get swept up in negative emotions. A powerful example is Thomas Edison, who faced over 1,000 failures before inventing the electric light bulb. If Edison hadn't mastered his mind, he probably would have given up long before. Instead, he viewed each failure as a step towards success, keeping his belief in his goal intact. That's why one of Napoleon Hill's key principles is, we must learn to see every failure as an opportunity to learn and grow. This isn't just true in fields like science or technology, but applies to every area of life. Whether you're striving for career advancement, a business owner looking to expand, or a student preparing for exams, mastering your mind will help you redirect negative thoughts, focus on solutions rather than problems, and, as a result, build a resilient mindset to face any challenge. Hill also emphasizes that mastering the mind isn't easy. It requires discipline, persistence, and a long-term commitment to oneself. But it's this very process, when you learn to control your thoughts, that builds inner strength and enables you to achieve outcomes beyond your expectations. Mastering your mind is how you take control of your own destiny. When your mind is properly controlled, you can focus on long-term goals, overcome temporary obstacles, and keep moving forward without being distracted by trivial matters. When you truly master your mind, you don't just change the way you think, you change the way you act and the way you perceive the world around you. So, if you want to find real fulfillment in life, start by learning how to master your mind. Remember that the mind is not only a tool for thinking, but a powerful force for action. And when you control it, you'll see that every door to success is wide open before you. Part number 2. The concept of creative vision. One of the most powerful and often overlooked concepts in Napoleon Hill's How to Own Your Own Mind is creative vision. This isn't just about dreaming big or imagining a successful future. It's about the ability to recognize opportunities and take immediate, effective action toward them. It's a skill that allows individuals to see beyond what's obvious and act decisively, turning abstract possibilities into concrete reality. To better understand this, let's break it down into two distinct forms of imagination that Hill discusses: synthetic imagination and creative imagination. Both are essential for developing a sharp, visionary mind. Synthetic imagination is about combining old ideas and principles to create something new. You could say it's like cooking. By taking existing ingredients, ideas, knowledge, and experiences, you combine them in a unique way to create a new dish. Take the invention of the light bulb as an example. Thomas Edison didn't just create the light bulb from scratch. He took two well-established ideas, electricity and incandescent materials, and combined them in a way that had never been done before. He used synthetic imagination to solve a practical problem that changed the world. But creative imagination goes a step further. It's the ability to come up with completely new ideas that haven't been thought of before. This is the type of imagination that artists, writers, and innovators often rely on. For example, the creation of the smartphone was not merely a combination of existing ideas, it was an entirely new concept, blending technology, design, and communication in a way that had never been done before. Steve Jobs and his team at Apple didn't just think about improving the mobile phone, they redefined what a phone could do. Hill encourages us to develop both types of imagination. While synthetic imagination can help you build on what already exists, creative imagination enables you to step into uncharted territory, to innovate and bring new concepts to life. The secret to true creative vision lies in harnessing both. Let's make this more personal. Think of a business idea you might have, or a career goal you've been pursuing. Perhaps you've noticed a gap in the market or an area in your field that lacks innovation. Synthetic imagination could help you think of ways to improve upon existing products or services. Maybe you decide to create an app that solves a problem, but you combine features from several successful apps in a way that has never been done before. Part number 3. 3. Key principles for mastering your mind. Napoleon Hill's How to Own Your Own Mind is not just a theoretical book. It's a practical guide that provides actionable principles for gaining control over your thoughts, developing your imagination, and turning your aspirations into achievements. Hill doesn't just ask us to think positively or envision success. He lays out a blueprint for disciplined, strategic thinking. Here are 5 powerful principles from the book that can help you take charge of your mind and transform your life. 1. Clear, definite purpose. At the heart of Hill's philosophy is the concept of a clear, definite purpose. In fact, this is the foundation upon which all other principles stand. Without a well-defined goal, your mind becomes like a ship without a rudder. It's easy to get lost or veer off course. This principle is about clarity. You must know exactly what you want to achieve in life, whether it's starting a business, climbing the corporate ladder, or even improving your relationships. Example, think of someone like Oprah Winfrey. From a young age, Oprah had a clear vision of becoming a media mogul. Even when she faced obstacles, poverty, prejudice, and rejection, she never lost sight of her purpose. She constantly redefined and refined her vision, adapting it as she progressed, but the core of her goal remained the same: to empower and inspire people through media. Oprah's clarity about her purpose gave her the focus and drive to overcome everything in her path. This principle isn't just about setting a goal, it's about committing to it with laser-like focus. Ask yourself, what do I want? And what am I willing to sacrifice to make it happen? 2. The mastermind principle. The mastermind principle emphasizes the power of collaboration and shared wisdom. Hill argues that no one can achieve greatness alone. Successful people surround themselves with like-minded individuals who can challenge their thinking, offer new insights, and help refine ideas. This is more than just asking for advice. It's about finding a group of people who have a shared interest or a common goal and who are willing to work together towards mutual success. Example. A modern-day example of this is the way Bill Gates and Paul Allen co-founded Microsoft. Both men had distinct skills, knowledge, and ideas, but it was their collaboration that turned Microsoft into a global giant. Gates often speaks about how they challenged each other, pushing the boundaries of what they thought was possible, and how the team was crucial in shaping the direction of the company. By forming your own mastermind group, whether it's a group of friends, colleagues, mentors, or industry experts, you tap into a collective intelligence and create an environment that breeds success. The key is to surround yourself with people who elevate you, not those who drag you down. 3. Go the extra mile. This principle is about giving more than what's expected, even when no one is watching. Going the extra mile doesn't just apply to physical effort, but also to mental and emotional investment. It means putting in that little bit extra, whether it's staying up late to perfect your work, learning a new skill, or offering help when others are too busy. Example. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling and the creation of Harry Potter. Before the books became an international phenomenon, Rowling was a struggling single mother. She didn't give up after countless rejections. She kept writing, refining, and improving her work. She went the extra mile by creating a world so detailed and engaging that readers couldn't help but fall in love with it. Her persistence paid off, and Harry Potter is now one of the best-selling book series in history. Going the extra mile isn't always easy, but it's what sets successful people apart from the crowd. You have to give more than the minimum if you want to stand out and achieve lasting success. 4. Applied faith. The principle of applied faith revolves around belief, not just any belief, but a strong, unwavering belief in your goals, abilities, and the process. Hill argues that faith is a powerful tool, capable of transforming your desires into tangible achievements. But it's not just about wishing for success, it's about having the faith to take action, even when things seem uncertain. Example. Think about Elon Musk. When he founded SpaceX, many people thought he was insane for trying to build rockets with the goal of making space travel more affordable and accessible. But Musk had a deep faith in his vision and his ability to make it happen. That belief pushed him through repeated failures, rocket explosions, financial crises, and endless skepticism. SpaceX is now a leader in the aerospace industry, and Musk's faith is one of the core reasons for his success. Applied faith means trusting the process, even when it's difficult, and believing that the effort you put in will eventually pay off. It's about having the courage to fail and the persistence to keep going. 5. Organized individual effort. Lastly, Hill emphasizes the importance of organized individual effort, meaning setting clear goals and working toward them in a methodical, structured way. This is where most people falter. It's easy to have dreams, but without planning and consistent action, those dreams remain just that, fantasies. Organized effort means breaking your goal down into smaller, actionable steps and committing to following through, no matter what. Example. Consider Steve Jobs and the launch of the first iPhone. Jobs was notorious for his meticulous planning and attention to detail. Every feature, every function, every piece of hardware was carefully chosen and tested. He didn't just have a vision of creating a smartphone. He organized every effort from design to development to marketing, ensuring that every step was executed flawlessly. His organization turned his vision into one of the most successful products in history. Conclusion. The principle of organized individual effort is simple yet powerful. Break down your goals into manageable tasks, create a plan, and take consistent action. Success doesn't happen by chance. It's the result of careful planning and focused effort. Applying these principles in real life, To truly own your mind and achieve the life you desire, these principles aren't just theoretical ideas. They're tools that you can implement right now. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a student, a professional, or someone just seeking personal growth, mastering these principles will help you take control of your thoughts, your actions, and your destiny. Imagine where you could be if you applied these principles consistently. A clear, unshakable purpose, surrounded by a team that shares your vision, willing to go the extra mile, armed with faith in your mission, and driven by a meticulously organized plan. It's not just about achieving success. It's about achieving the kind of success that feels truly fulfilling, because it's rooted in deliberate action and passion. So, which principle will you start with today? Part number 4. Mastering habits and thoughts for success. In the journey towards success, mastering habits and thoughts is a crucial factor that no one can ignore. In his book, How to Own Your Own Mind, Napoleon Hill not only talks about the importance of positive thinking, but also guides us on how to organize and control our thought habits so that we can strategically achieve our goals. But did you know that your thinking can be an infinite source of power, yet also your greatest enemy, if not managed properly? Inductive and deductive reasoning. Hill explains two important forms of reasoning: inductive reasoning and deductive reasoning. These two methods can be applied to every situation in life, but it is crucial to understand how they work in order to fully leverage them. Inductive reasoning is the method of building theories from specific events or situations. For example, you may observe a few successful people in the field you are pursuing, and from that conclude, if they can do it, I can do it too. This is how we learn from others and build belief in our own capabilities. Deductive reasoning, on the other hand, starts with known facts or principles and draws conclusions or actions from them. For example, if you know that maintaining a healthy diet and exercise regimen improves your health, you would logically deduce that doing the same will benefit your health. Hill emphasizes that only thoughts based on facts lead to real effectiveness. Thoughts grounded in clear truths and practical information will help us make better decisions and take deliberate actions. For example, if you decide to start a business without sufficient market research and understanding your customer base, your decision is based on flimsy reasoning and could lead to failure. However, if you conduct thorough market research, understand customer needs, and create a strategy based on factual information, your decision will have solid ground, significantly increasing your chances of success. Habits and thoughts. The key to success. In addition to understanding the reasoning methods, Hill also points out that habits are crucial in determining success. Habits are formed from the repetitive thoughts we entertain, and if we do not control them, we can easily fall into negative thought patterns like worry, self-doubt, or procrastination. Therefore, controlling and organizing our thoughts and habits is essential to leading us towards success. Example. Let's take Thomas Edison as an example. Edison was one of the pioneers of the electric industry, but few people know that he went through thousands of failed experiments before inventing the light bulb. However, instead of letting those failures discourage him, he built a positive habit, which was never giving up and learning from his mistakes. Every time he failed, he would think critically and improve, rather than letting negative thoughts take control. This habit helped him become one of the greatest inventors in history. Another example is Oprah Winfrey. She overcame a childhood filled with poverty, abuse, and neglect to become one of the wealthiest and most influential women in the world. She has shared that one of the key factors that helped her overcome these challenges was positive thinking and habits that fostered self-belief. Oprah spends a few hours every day reading books, attending coaching sessions, and practicing positive thinking daily. It is these habits that have driven her success. Controlled thinking, the secret to sustainable success. However, one thing to note is that controlling your thoughts is not an easy task. The human mind tends to wander, easily distracted, and influenced by external forces. Therefore, mastering your thoughts and habits is a skill that requires time and patience. Hill advises that in order to develop the ability to control your thoughts, we need to practice it daily, just like an athlete needs to train physically to achieve better results. A simple but effective method to control thoughts is to practice meditation or focus on one goal each day. By doing this, you gradually train your mind not to be distracted by unnecessary thoughts, and instead focus on the important and useful things. Real-life example. If you want to improve your health, instead of constantly thinking about the challenges of exercising, you can apply fact-based reasoning, as Hill suggests. You know that if you maintain a daily exercise habit and eat healthily, your health will improve. Let the thought of your health goal become a repetitive habit in your mind, and you will find it easier to achieve that goal. Conclusion. Thinking and habits are not just abstract concepts, but tangible factors that shape our lives and careers. Hill points out that in order to succeed, we must learn how to control and organize our thoughts in a strategic manner, coupled with building positive habits and controlling thought habits daily. This will help you create a life with a clear direction, achieve your goals, and experience long-term success. Part number 5. Practical application and real-life examples of mastering the mind. When we think about controlling our mind, it can seem like a vague concept, something philosophical or abstract. But the truth is, the principles of mastering your thoughts are incredibly practical and can be applied in real-life situations to achieve tangible results. Napoleon Hill provides a wealth of examples throughout his book to show how this works in action. And I want to share a few key stories that illustrate this powerful concept. The story of Harold, a simple yet powerful example. Let's take the example of a man named Harold. He is in a tough spot. His rent is due at the end of the month, but he has no money to pay. The pressure is on and he starts to panic. But instead of succumbing to fear and hopelessness, Harold decides to apply the principles Napoleon Hill talks about to get out of his predicament. Here's how Harold makes it happen. 1. Clear, definite purpose. Harold starts by setting a clear goal. He's determined to get the money to pay his rent, and he makes this his single focus. Hill emphasizes that having a definite purpose is the first and most important step to controlling your thoughts and achieving success. Without a clear target, your mind will drift and you'll never take the necessary actions. Harold's goal is simple but urgent. Raise the money to pay his rent. 2. Autosuggestion. Next, Harold uses the power of autosuggestion, a technique where you repeat positive affirmations to yourself in order to reprogram your subconscious mind. Harold tells himself, "I will find a way to make the money. I am capable of finding opportunities. I will take action today." Hill suggests that repeating positive thoughts and beliefs can convince your subconscious mind to seek solutions and take necessary actions. 3. Willpower and controlled attention. Harold also relies heavily on his willpower to push through the distractions and doubts. His mind is full of worries. What if no one hires me? What if I fail? But instead of dwelling on these thoughts, he focuses all his mental energy on finding a solution. He keeps his attention focused on his goal and his mind on action. He knows that the more he worries about the situation, the less likely he is to come up with a solution. After a few hours of brainstorming and reaching out to friends, Harold remembers he has some handyman skills and could offer to fix things around the house for extra money. He uses his time wisely, works hard, and by the end of the day, he manages to raise enough money to pay his rent. Harold's ability to control his thoughts and keep his focus sharp is what made this happen. This simple yet powerful example demonstrates how you can use Hill's principles to turn a stressful situation into a solution. It's not magic, it's not luck, it's simply a result of clear goals, positive thinking, and controlled action. The power of persistence. Thomas Edison and Alexander Graham Bell. Now, let's look at two of the greatest inventors in history. Thomas Edison and Alexander Graham Bell. Both of them are legendary examples of how perseverance, clear goals, and focused attention lead to extraordinary achievements. Their stories can serve as inspiration for anyone facing obstacles in their personal or professional life. Thomas Edison, for instance, faced countless failures while trying to invent the light bulb. It's estimated that he went through over 1,000 different materials before finding the right filament that would work in the light bulb. But he never gave up. Edison's clarity of purpose and refusal to give up are the main reasons he succeeded. He used autosuggestion by telling himself that every failure was just another step closer to success. He viewed each mistake as a learning experience, not a setback. Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone, also faced repeated failures and skepticism. In fact, many people believed that transmitting sound through wires was impossible. Yet, Bell's clear goal of communicating over long distances kept him going. He was driven by his belief that it was possible, and he applied controlled attention to his work. Like Edison, Bell used willpower and mental focus to push through obstacles. Both of these men exemplified Hill's principles of persistence, willpower, and mental control. They did not allow doubts, failure, or the opinions of others to deter them. They stayed focused on their goal, kept their minds organized, and pushed forward with determination until they succeeded. Personal reflection: how you can apply this to your life. The power of controlling your mind and applying Hill's principles can be transformative in everyday life. We all face challenges, whether it's struggling to pay bills, launching a new project, or pursuing personal dreams. But when you apply the same principles that Harold, Edison, and Bell used, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. For example, starting a business can seem like an insurmountable task. Many people give up before they even start, simply because they get overwhelmed with fear, doubt, or uncertainty. But if you can break the process down into clear, actionable goals, practice autosuggestion to stay positive and focused, and apply your willpower to push through challenges, you can build something meaningful. Another example is if you're trying to get in shape. It's easy to feel like it's impossible after failing numerous times, but by setting clear fitness goals, reminding yourself daily that you can do it through affirmations, and staying mentally focused on your goal, you can make real progress. Mastering your mind isn't just about wishful thinking or positive affirmations. It's about applying clear strategies like having a definite goal, using autosuggestion, and exercising willpower and persistence. As we've seen with the stories of Harold, Edison, and Bell, the ability to control your thoughts can turn seemingly impossible situations into success stories. Start applying these principles today, and you'll be amazed at the changes you can make in your life. Part number 6. 6. Willpower and persistence, the keys to unstoppable success. When it comes to achieving success, we often hear phrases like, "You just need to be determined," or "keep pushing through." While these may seem like simple pieces of advice, Napoleon Hill makes a compelling case in his teachings that willpower and persistence are not just optional. They are fundamental principles that separate those who succeed from those who don't. The truth is, without willpower and steadfast persistence, even the most brilliant ideas or the most ambitious goals can fall apart. Willpower, the driving force behind action. In Hill's view, willpower is the internal force that drives you to take consistent action toward your goal, even when obstacles arise or when you feel tempted to give up. But it's more than just a mental or emotional desire. It's about mental discipline, having the strength to control your thoughts and actions, regardless of how you feel in the moment. Imagine you've set a goal to lose weight and get fit. At the start, the motivation is strong and you're excited to see results. But after a few weeks, life gets busy and the workouts become harder to get through. You start questioning yourself, is it worth it? This is where willpower comes in. It's about making the conscious decision to show up every single day even when the path isn't easy. Hill emphasizes that willpower is the force that moves you from wishing for success to achieving it. It's the courage to keep going when the initial excitement fades and the reality of hard work sets in. A great example of willpower in action is the story of J.K. Rowling, author of the Harry Potter series. Before she became one of the most successful authors in history, Rowling faced rejection after rejection from publishers. She was a single mother living on welfare, struggling with depression, and barely making ends meet. Yet her willpower and belief in her vision kept her writing, despite the odds. Rowling's persistence paid off, and she is now a global icon. This shows us that willpower isn't just about strength, it's about having the conviction to continue no matter the setbacks. Persistence, the unseen force of success. While willpower gets you into motion, persistence is what sustains that motion. Persistence is about maintaining consistent effort over time, even when results seem slow or non-existent. Without it, many great ideas would simply remain dreams. Hill gives a powerful example from history: Thomas Edison, who faced thousands of failures while trying to invent the light bulb. It's said that Edison failed over 1,000 times before he finally succeeded. When asked about his failures, Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." His ability to persist in the face of constant failure is what ultimately led to one of the most impactful inventions in history. Persistence turned Edison's failures into stepping stones towards success. In my own life, I've seen how persistence can lead to breakthroughs in unexpected ways. For instance, when I started writing a book, I faced countless moments of doubt. The writing process felt overwhelmingly slow, and I constantly questioned whether I would ever finish. However, by showing up each day, committing to write just a little more, and refusing to quit, I eventually completed my manuscript. The book might not have been perfect at first, but the fact that I finished it was a triumph in itself, and it was only through persistence that I was able to get over the finish line. Willpower and persistence. The combined forces of success. What Hill teaches us is that willpower and persistence are not independent forces. They must work together. Willpower pushes you to act. Persistence ensures you stay on course when the journey gets tough. One without the other creates an imbalance. For example, having a goal without persistence can leave you frustrated and disheartened when immediate results don't show up. On the other hand, persistence without willpower can lead to aimless, unproductive efforts with no clear direction. To succeed, both principles must align. Let's consider the story of Elon Musk, a modern example of someone who embodies both willpower and persistence. Musk's journey with SpaceX is nothing short of legendary. In the early days, SpaceX was written off as a foolhardy venture by many in the aerospace industry. The company faced multiple failures, including 3 rocket launches that exploded. However, Musk's willpower kept him focused on his vision of making space travel more accessible. He didn't allow the public criticism or failure to stop him from trying again. After each setback, he rallied his team, adjusted their strategy, and moved forward. Eventually, SpaceX achieved success, becoming the first private company to send astronauts to the International Space Station. The personal power of willpower and persistence. One of the most powerful things Hill emphasizes is that willpower and persistence aren't just for entrepreneurs or inventors. They apply to anyone who wants to achieve something meaningful in life. Whether you're looking to advance in your career, start a new business, or improve your personal relationships, these principles can guide you towards success. Think about your own life. What is one goal you've been putting off or struggling with? Maybe you've been trying to learn a new skill, but feel overwhelmed by the amount of work it takes. Perhaps you're working toward a promotion, but are finding it difficult to stay motivated. The key to unlocking success is simple but powerful. Commit yourself to the goal, stay persistent, and use your willpower to keep moving forward, even when things get tough. Remember, success doesn't happen overnight. It's the small, consistent steps taken day after day that lead to monumental achievements. Just like a small seed grows into a mighty tree, your efforts, though tiny at first, will eventually bear fruit if you have the willpower to keep going and the persistence to stay the course. Harnessing the power of willpower and persistence. Hill's teachings on willpower and persistence reveal that success isn't just about talent or intelligence. It's about the ability to keep going, no matter the setbacks. Willpower is the fuel that drives you to take action, and persistence is the engine that keeps you going. By combining these two principles, you can create a powerful force that propels you toward your dreams, no matter how big or challenging they may seem. Whether you're facing a big goal or just trying to overcome everyday obstacles, remember, the only thing that can truly stop you is giving up. So, like Edison, keep trying. Like Musk, keep pushing. And like all great achievers, never stop believing in your ability to succeed. Conclusion: the power of willpower and persistence. From Napoleon Hill's principles, it is clear that success doesn't come from innate talent or luck. Instead, success is built on two powerful pillars: willpower and persistence. Willpower is not just the strength to take action. It is also the ability to control your thoughts and stay determined in the pursuit of your goals. On the other hand, persistence is the ability to keep going, even when results don't come immediately. Together, they form the perfect formula for overcoming any challenge, much like the remarkable figures in history such as Thomas Edison, Elon Musk, or J.K. Rowling. Success doesn't come from avoiding failure, but from never giving up, from continuing to move forward, no matter how many times you stumble. Remember that every small step you take on your journey can make a huge difference. By focusing on your goals, using patience, and possessing strong willpower, you will create an inner strength to break through and achieve what you desire. If you found these principles helpful, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss the next inspiring and valuable videos. We will always bring you content that helps you grow and achieve success in all areas of life. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.